it's Cal Forever here. Is that lens dirty? I don't think it was dirty. It's just a little, I don't know. There we go. Been working on the Hathors sounds, I think is what you call this form of singing. And so I'm going to try to do some of that. I really like this acoustic space that's in here, like this and like this. Yeah, so I have so many ideas of acoustics, and it's like to make an acoustic temple. If you look at the sacred geometry of how temples are built, like maybe not like just the geometry of it, like if you like certain sounds and certain resonancies of certain sounds when you create them with your voice, and if they get reflected back to you from a similar geometric space that you are vibrationally making with your vocal cords, it's like it creates some sort of resonance. So it's like it expands. It's like you create a geometric pattern based on the vibrations from your vocal cords. That's like a triangle, and it's in a triangular space that is expanded. It's like there's a resonance to that, and it does something, and like I can feel this, and I don't know what it is. So I have this idea of like creating temples that like match certain geometries and certain tones that you make and utter from your vocal cords. And I think ancient cultures have been doing this, and I just got like so many ideas of this. It's like you can create like small like tunnels, or like where you can have like conversations, or you can like send energy via vibrationally, and it can like travel forever and like go through like temples and stuff. And maybe that's what the Great Pyramids kind of like. But the sound of the Hathors, and it's like when you do these sounds, especially when it gets reflected back, it's like the space between everything fades. So it's like the space between us fades. It's like that's what love is, right? It's like where there's nothing, where it is still. When you create vibration there, not just through vocal cords, but through pure intent as well, it's like the space between that fades, and it's almost like the walls get wavy in a way, you know, like things get kind of trippy, but that's love, right? It's like it's like weird at first, like whoa, the space between everything fades, the space between us fades, and it's like whoa. So I feel like that's kind of what sound really does. It really helps with. So I'm gonna try some of this. awesome. Wow. That's so powerful, especially when you're the one creating those sounds. It's just like, because it's vibrating in your body. It's not, and then when it gets reflected back to you through the resonance, and there's like, it's like you find that space between where it's reflecting back and being sent at the same time, and there's like that resonance, and it like creates a third tone or third note, and it's like this harmony, and it's like male and female in a way, and I look at it as like a way of like procreating, but it's also about co-creation, where procreation is to create new life, but so is co-creation, where you're not like I don't really have reference points or ways of describing it, but it's like this is creative energy. So I guess you could call it sexual energy, but sexual energy is creative energy. It doesn't always have to be used for that means. It can be used on the higher levels. And you look at the higher levels, like specifically of the throat, it's like let's see. Like that's a certain mudra to put your tongue behind your uvula. And the tongue is the male part, and then the female part is, the part that looks like the female part. And so it's like on the higher levels of the universe, it is male, both male and female. But as you get on the lower levels of the universe, it's like things get farther apart, and then it's like we have to physically be together to be able to keep that part alive, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't. It's so easy to see, but it's so easy once you realize it and see it. It's like it's always been there. It's just, I don't know how else to explain this. I hope I didn't get too off of the whole resonance and sound. I think like making these connections and understanding the energy about it, because most of the people in the world, they get stuck here, and there's like this right angle that they need to take and move into their heart, and most people don't. They stay on the lower levels and they think that everything's just separate and we're far apart. But once you get up here, and then you can get even farther up, and it's like the things just like move a lot faster and a lot closer together. But I mean, that's the easy way to see it, where on this level, just on the, it's like once you get to the fourth, it's like everything, there's a spot where just like everything is just like so close together that it's not even there. And that there's just like no ego, and that there's nothing, and it's like a void, and it's like a snow globe, like no more, no less. Like you can't add anything to the snow globe. You can't take anything away from it. Not unless you break it open, right? You gotta break open the snow globe, and then all the essences of all the other snow globes can come together. And so that's when you pass that void and then go further up. And so, I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to share this information so it like keeps going forth. I feel like now, well, to be honest, not very many people pay attention to what I'm sharing with the world and watch my videos and really give me their full attention. And I mean, that's just how it's been. And so I'm just gonna keep going at it whichever way I feel guided, and keep sharing this information because it's needed by the world, especially right now at this time. Whether people understand it or accept it or not, I mean, it's like, it's here and it ain't going away. And I'm gonna keep resonating it or radiating this divine love and this vibration. It needs to be here. It's just I'm kind of at the point where I'm suffering because I'm like running out of my survivalistic resources because I'm not being reflected back. And it's like I'm at my wit's end, where I've like given out so much and have been here open to receive. It's just people have not, maybe they haven't been in the place within themselves to be able to, reflect back to me like the truth of who I am and what really resonates with me. Because, people will try to give me stuff and it's like, yeah, but that's not going to be good for me. That's not going to work very well for me. It's like, I need to go this direction and receive these types of energies. That's the old energies. Like my dad bought me a flashlight and a sleeping bag last night. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to be living in my bus for my whole life. I like that has been something that like life has guided me to do, to be able to get through this transition. And then I feel like I need to move on, and maybe I am going to keep the bus, but it's just like, and maybe I'm going to keep doing that, but it's got to happen in more of a grounded way. And I feel like I really need relationships in my life right now, and I feel like that's what this Aquarius energy is it's I don't feel, not necessarily satisfied, it's just like I don't feel like there's something missing. And it's like, oh well, we have everything within ourselves. Well, we are the universe. This is ourself all around us, and if we aren't aligned with that external part, then we're gonna feel like there's something missing. We're gonna feel like there's something not right. That's just how it is, especially with this Aquarius energy. It's like you can't be an individual in the sense where you do it all by yourself. You have to be the individuals amongst groups and like pods and collections, like families of people, like coming together and resonating and matching on the right tones and frequencies. And so that's what this Aquarius energy is, and that's what I'm being specifically guided to. I think all of us right now. And so I'm just kind of like frustrated, like I feel like I've been here in my spot, like asking the universe for this to come to me, right? But it's just I guess people haven't been in the right energetic space, and I guess maybe I haven't been either. I know I wasn't before, and I mean I feel like I have been for a while, but waiting for other people to kind of get into their own place. And maybe there's like a divine timing where astrology and everything just has to come together. And so it's like I'm in this waiting period, but I don't just sit here and wait, like I move forward and I get better at what I do. So I allow everything to serve me. But I'm going to continue making more videos on these Tonys and just getting this information out. So thanks for being here and watching this video and listening.